Kara Alvarez, and I'm the chef owner of Kara in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to make my specialty of mango lamb. So I have some Greenwise organic lamb chops. We're going to make also my specialty of smoked Gouda mac and cheese and some roasted asparagus. So stay tuned for some delectable delights. Hi. So first for the mango lamb, we're going to start our marinade. So I have some beautiful ripe mango. I have my nice little blend jet. It's perfect for when you just want to make a small amount of sauce or just make a smoothie or something. So we're going to put the mango in there. We're going to put a few sprigs of mint. So I have some nice fresh herb. I'm going to put some minced garlic in there. And then a little bit of pineapple juice. That'll kind of just help to blend. So I'm going to put my lid on and let it go. Take a second. There you go, now it's working. Gotta work with technology. So it'll blend till it's nice and smooth. So in my bowl, we're gonna put my mango lamb. Open this up. So I have some nice, beautiful lamb chops. Look how good those look. I came up with this recipe back in culinary school. We had our final exam and we had to come up with a whole dish, but it's like I couldn't think of anything. I was like, okay, at the time, never worked with lamb before. But I was like, okay, how can you make it different? Because lamb, you always think red wine, rosemary, or like Mediterranean, Greek yogurt. How can I make it different? Well, it's like I kind of wanted to use like my Hawaiian background and switch it up. So I made like a puree of the mango, and then I marinated it and seared it. Oh my gosh, was it amazing. So let me marinate this, wash my hands, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have my lamb in the bowl. We're gonna season it. So I got some garlic salt. I like it, it's like an great all-purpose seasoning. Make sure those are seasoned. I got some crushed rosemary. I love rosemary. I even told my husband, like, I would name our first child Rosemary. I love it that much. I have a garlic and herb seasoning. So just like all your basic seasonings, or you can season it however you like. I use a little smoked paprika, one for color, but also that nice smoky, combating with the sweet mango will work very well together. I like it. I like the flavor combination. So we're gonna put a little bit of that. And then some onion powder. You just wanna make sure your lamb chops are all nice and coated. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil, coat that. So everything gets nice and marinated, and then we're gonna add my mango sauce. So put that in the bowl, get nice and dirty, put our hands right in it, mix it, marinate, and then you can let this sit out for maybe like 30 minutes or so, you know, while you preheat your pan, while we get our pasta going for the mac and cheese. Because you want your meat to marinate, to kind of soak in all those herbs and spices and everything, so it comes out great for when you go to cook it. There you go, we got it nice and marinated. I'm gonna wash my hands and we can start next on the roasted asparagus and smoked Gouda mac and cheese. All right, and we're back. So while our meat is marinating, we're gonna get our pasta started for the smoked Gouda mac and cheese. So we're gonna get a pot of water boiling with some salt and some olive oil, and we're gonna bring that to a boil and then cook our pasta about 8 to 10 minutes, and I prep some ahead. So after the asparagus, we can get that started. So I'll set this aside. And then we're gonna prep the asparagus. So I have my oven preheated right now to 400. So I'm gonna use some truffle oil and make it fancy. It smells amazing. So you feel fancy. So we're gonna drizzle some of that over it. I love making this dish. I'm not so much of like a vegetable person, but like I grew up, my mom making this roasted asparagus, and I absolutely love it. It's literally the only way I will eat it. So I'm seasoning it right now with some garlic salt. And then I love this Weber garlic parm seasoning. I swear I use it on everything. So we're gonna drizzle that on it. Some fresh minced garlic. And then I have a garlic herb seasoning. I'm gonna put some of that on it. Lots of garlic in this house, as you can tell. And then some grated Parmesan. I love the grated Parmesan because it, like, when you bake it in the oven, it like caramelizes and gets nice and crispy with the garlic. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So we're just gonna use our hands, kind of mix it all around, get all the asparagus coated in that oil and that seasoning. All right. lay it out flat. And then there you go. We're gonna put that in the oven for about 20-25 minutes. Keep an eye on it until it's nice and toasty. Okay, so I got my asparagus nice and seasoned. We're gonna throw it in the oven at 400 for about 20 to 25 minutes. And turn the light on so we can keep an eye on it as it's going. So next we're gonna start our smoked Gouda mac and cheese. So I got about 2 tablespoons of butter cooking, and we'll have to make a roux for the cheese sauce. So a roux is equal parts butter and flour. So we're melting the butter, and then we're gonna put some minced garlic in it. And then I use some fresh thyme leaves. So we'll put that in just to season it. And then we're just gonna stir this so the butter gets nice and melted. Look how that looks good already. So we're gonna let that mix and let that melt, and then we'll start our roux. Okay, so now that our butter is melted, we're gonna add our flour a little bit at a time. Like they kind of say you want like that like cookie dough texture to it. So we're just gonna mix it. So you want equal parts. So 2 tablespoons of butter would be about 2 tablespoons of flour. So I'll mix a little bit at a time, even till I get the right consistency that I'm looking for. And then when I'm cooking the roux, so you have 3 different styles of roux. You have a white roux, a blonde roux, and a dark roux. So white could be as simple for making a sauce. Blonde roux, you cook a little longer, and it's got like this nice nutty smell to it. A little mid-brown color, a little lighter in color. And then you have a dark roux, so that could be for like Creole cooking, making sauce espagnole. But that'll have a very dark, rich color and flavor. But right now, I like the blonde roux for it. I think it gives it a nice little nutty flavor to it. So I'm looking like I have the right consistency. If you want to come over here. See, I got that nice consistency, so we're just gonna keep mixing that. Because you wanna keep whisking it, and then you're cooking it to cook out the flour. If you don't cook it long enough, your roux won't set up, and it won't hold your cheese sauce, or any kind of sauce you're trying to make. So we're just gonna have to stay here for about a minute or so, and just consistently stirring it until it gets, so right now it's technically a white roux. So we'll cook it a little longer till it gets a little nice caramel color. So then we'll add in our half and half. That's what I use. So heavy cream and milk, and then we'll add in our cheese. So the cheese I use is a smoked Gouda, a white cheddar, and a yellow cheddar. This is like kind of recipe I got from my mom. My mom started making smoked Gouda mac and cheese because we tried like 7 mac and cheese and all kinds of stuff, but this is the one that stuck that everyone absolutely loves. So now that's the one I make for all the holidays, parties. Everyone always recommends, can you make the smoked Gouda mac and cheese? My husband absolutely loves it. We're just gonna keep stirring that. Alright, so we're just going to give it a minute, let that cook, and get that nice caramel color I'm looking for. We'll be right back. So now I have my roux, a nice blonde roux. It's got that nice caramel color we're looking for. So now we're going to add our half and half. So you're just going to whisk that in. This is going to be the start of our cheese sauce. Like my mom always said, you can add, but you can't take away. So we're just going to add a little bit at a time, and then obviously the roux will thicken the cream. And then if I need to add more cream, that's okay. We're going to keep whisking that, probably add a little more. And then as our sauce heats up, we got our cheese. So I have my white cheddar, yellow cheddar, and my smoked Gouda. So I'll set this aside. Have that right there ready for us. And so when you're making a cheese sauce, you don't want this, like your heat too high. Otherwise, your sauce can break. But you also don't want it too low. So you want to stay like kind of like right in the middle. Even more, little low, medium low if you have to.